Hello guys and welcome to week 5 of the Simple Football Show. The Simple Football Show! Yes, we are back guys, and today joined with me is my brother, the one and only. Finally, yeah, it's been a while. Finally, my boy, Disturbed Pink, guys. Honestly, go and check out Instagram and YouTube. He's doing lots of music stuff on there. And we're trying to do some more collabs. I mean, saying we live in the same house and we're next door, we see each other all the time. We just don't do no videos, do we? We don't. He's the one who's like, Jeremy, we need to do videos together. And yeah, so we need to. But anyway, guys, we're going to talk about the football results as well as me today, guys. So we're going to start off with the one and only Liverpool. Liverpool played Newcastle at Anfield 3-1. It was a brilliant game. Obviously, I watched it all with goals from Mane, 28 minute and 40 minute, and Salah. But it all started off by Williams scoring the first goal, which was pretty crazy. I mean, I don't think you expected Newcastle to score at the start.
Yeah, but you know you're going to get back, don't you?
But
it happened before.
Yeah,
got back. It
happened before, but I was a little bit unsure. But yeah, Newcastle did score off the first. I was like, hey, listen a little bit. I'm scared now, to be honest. I was a little bit scared, but then we managed to pull through, managed to dominate. To be honest, the star man was Firmino for me. He was absolutely extraordinary for me. Firmino's literally, he connects. I was going to say a beautiful man because he is, but he connects the front three together. You know what I mean? Without Firmino, you're missing that piece for Mane and Salah to shine and show what they're about. So for me, Firmino, man of the match, which he was anyway, and a brilliant result, you know. And we go top of the league, you know. So I'm buzzing about that. Absolutely buzzing about that. What do you think Liverpool's going to do for the rest of the season?
I don't know. I can't see them losing, to be honest.
I think
going all the way this season.
We've got obviously we've got a strong team. We saw last season we went as far as we could, coming second with 1 point behind City. You know, I feel like so far the only team to win all games in English football. We've won 5 out of 5, which is pretty impressive. Do you know what I mean? It is amazing. We've got a good team. Even Klopp said earlier though, we are not the best team. He thinks Man City are the best team in the world.
That's against how the minute.
So do you know what I mean? He believes Man City are the best in the world in the press conference for the Napoli, because we know Champions League starting back, which is going to be interesting as well, you know. But yeah, so Liverpool won 3-1, which I'm buzzing about, guys. A brilliant performance, and honestly, so many positives you can take from it. You know, I think we played brilliant strong. We've got Chelsea next in the league, after Napoli, so it is, you know, it's going to be a tough game as well. That is, you know what I mean. Then we had Brighton versus Burnley. That was a 1-0 game. 1-0 game. Do you think that was a good result for either side?
Yeah. I think they both played quite equal, really.
Played quite equal. I feel, yeah, it was quite an equal game. You know, I don't think one team played much better than the other. I think it was a brilliant strike in Burnley from Hendrick. I think it was absolutely brilliant goal. Yeah. You know, from Vidra, past to Hendrick. Obviously, your Derby boy, you know, they came from Derby. Brilliant, should have stayed. Brilliant goal from Hendrick, to be honest. Brighton, they got a nice goal as well. So I kind of think it was a
fair result, I'd say.
Yeah, fair result. I don't think one team outshined the other. I probably would have expected Burnley to play probably a little better on paper, but they didn't, you know. But it was a good result, alright, wasn't it? Yeah. Then we had Manchester United versus Leicester, and for me, this was, you know, it was a bit of a shock for me. I think I kind of thought Leicester maybe would have pulled out a draw. I know it was away from home, so it was a little bit different. I just feel like the way United are playing this season, they're not being as strong as Leicester. No. You know, because you've seen Leicester's been playing a lot better this season. You know, they've not lost a game until Leicester game. I think, and Brandon Rodgers, you know, they got a good structure, they got a good solid team, and I just feel like Leicester probably didn't perform the way I thought they were going to.
I thought United got a bit lucky on that one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they get better.
Probably played better.
I mean, it was a fair penalty though.
Yeah, no, but
it was a fair penalty, a clear penalty. It was. I think it was a little bit unlucky on Leicester's side for that, but I don't know. It's a hard one. Maybe thought United probably played a little bit better overall.
You're not playing good all season, so.
But yeah, they're not.
They haven't got the players anymore.
Yeah, then obviously not good players like they used, but good result for them. Obviously against Leicester, I thought Leicester maybe did a bit better there, but they didn't. But it was a good result there. Then we had Sheffield United, sorry, for Southampton. I feel like Gary Lineker, he did that. But yeah, Sheffield United for Southampton. This game again. I've been saying I think Southampton have a brilliant side. They've had for years. They produce players, they produce young players who have talent, who have quality, and they do well. And I feel like they played against Sheffield, a strong team at home as well. Sheffield are, you know, we know the team is find it hard to break down and stuff like that. But I feel like Sheffield, they weren't up to the full strength. They got a goal disallowed, but VAR obviously ruled it out, as we saw. You know, so for me, yes, Sheffield probably did deserve to take the win in the end. But it was a close game again, you know. I don't think we take anything away from Sheffield. I think they're having a brilliant season. For seeing the team newly promoted.
Yeah, they're doing good.
You know what I mean? They're not doing too bad. They're doing quite good. You know, you know, the producing quality, the creating quality, and out of the three, I think Norwich done the best, but I think they've done a lot better than Aston Villa at the minute, you know what I mean, from coming up. Then we had Spurs versus Crystal Palace, and again, for me, this was no shocker.
It wasn't to me. I thought Spurs would have won that. Quite.
See, for me, it was more of a shock because I just feel like Crystal Palace so far, they've been playing quite well. You know, they beat United, like you said. You know, they managed to beat United. And Spurs, I actually feel like they've not been to full power at the minute. You know, we've seen them, you know, they lost to Newcastle. You know, they've had a few shaky results who've not done too well. Obviously, they pulled it back against City, but I just don't feel like they've done enough for me to be like, wow. But, you know, they did hit. You know, they won 4-0. You know what I mean? You know, we had goals from Song, Van Hanel and Lamela. So, you know, there were good goals from the whole side of Spurs. So I feel like, you know, I can't take it away from Spurs. They are going to be up there. They are going to be fine, probably for the top four. Like I've said, you know, I don't think they'll do any better than that just because I don't think at times they're strong enough compared to the Cities and Liverpools. So it's going to be interesting what Spurs do. A brilliant result from them. Then we had the big game, 5-2, which again was a shock for me. Chelsea versus Wolves. What's your thoughts on it, man?
I don't know. I kind of expected Chelsea to win, but they just conceded all the time, I think. But
yeah, I think you're right there. I think the thing with Chelsea, the good going forward under Lampard, but defensively
they're not that good.
They're not as strong as you probably they want to be. For example, I mean, we start off, you know, there was brilliant goals from Tomaria and Abraham, 2 goals in the first half. Well, he got two goals in the first half. Brilliant result of 3-0 to go in half time. Then after half time, you know, he gets another one. He gets his hat trick. I mean, Abraham has been a phenomenal player. You know, he started off at Aston Villa. Obviously, well, he was starting Chelsea on loan to Aston Villa. And you're a Derby County fan. You saw him in the Championship.
I mean, we lost all the games that season against him. So.
Do you know what I mean? What can you say about Abraham? When he was in Championship?
Probably one of the best players in the Championship. I would say.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Well, with Mason Mount.
That's what I mean. He got goals. He delivered. He's a strong, tall. He's that typical centre forward where you want in your team. A player who, you know, who keep working for the team, keep fighting, and he's a brilliant player. We're seeing him, you know, we took him a couple of games to warm up at the start of the season, you know, he didn't do too good. But he's kind of came into his own now. I think Lampard's got his faith in him, and he's a brilliant player, and he's one to watch out for, I think. You know, he could be going for that Golden Boot this season because he's got a lot of goals under his belt, and he's scored in the past 3-4 games, I think. But yeah, brilliant hat-trick for him, and obviously Mount got the late goal. But yeah, Wolves did have a little spell when they bounced back. They did a little bit better than Chelsea, but for the whole of the game, Wolves didn't really do much of a threat. It was mostly Chelsea fighting throughout the game, getting the results, getting, you know, the winning possession, stuff like that. Wolves just had a quick, you know, 10 minutes, just playing a little bit better, getting the 2 goals. You know, but I'm not taking away from Wolves. I think Wolves are a brilliant team, you know. They're a good team, they're brilliant. They've got nothing to worry about this season, but they've got a lot of games to play because they've got Europa, so it's going to be hard for them because, you know, you're focusing on that as well as the Premier League, and I feel for them they're going to be focusing on Europe a little bit more than they want to, just because, you know, I think they'll forget about the league in a way. I know you can't, but in a little bit of a way, and not do as well as we think. Then I think we have the shocker of the weekend for me, but I'm so happy about this because I'm a Liverpool fan. We know the title rate. We know we can't. It's too early days, but it's Liverpool City. You know, at the minute, I think we all know it's Liverpool City fight for the title, and just to say Norwich wipe the smile on Manchester City face. I don't think anyone expected it. You know, we know Norwich has been playing amazing this season. We know they've been playing strong this season. We know they've been performing this season. But for me, Norwich, what a beautiful team against Man City, you know. They started off with McLean and flipping Canwar, which I've got to give it to him. I know everyone talks about Norwich saying how good Puck is. He's a fantastic player. He's getting the goals, you know, he's getting the assists. But Canwar, it's the whole cylinder list, you know. He's the one who's creating the chances for Pucky. He's the one who's driving the team forward. He's just as important as Pucky for me, for Norwich, you know. He's a brilliant player, a young talent as well. The only downside is with these players with Norwich, I feel like they might be going. It's interest for Manchester United. There's talk from other teams wanting to get these players. I just hope they kind of be loyal like Jimmy Vardy did to Leicester and kind of sticks with him.
Because they're going to be a good team if this.
Yeah, I agree, you know. I feel like
Wolves,
do you know what I mean? Yeah.
How good they are.
Norwich are a team who could get top 10 if they stick with these players and focus on themselves rather than thinking of moving away. I know the money comes into it and all that, you know, which, you know, draws everyone away. But I feel like if they can do that, it will be a lot better. But yeah, a brilliant result, you know. I think City just went all over the place. We said about, you know, Pep Guardiola was saying, you know, it's nothing to worry about, it's early days. It's nothing to worry about, but the defensive issues has been a worry I think, for City for a while.
Too many mistakes.
They've got Laporte out injured for the whole of for a good 4 months of the season. We're not coming back till January, and people have been saying about this. Gary Neville quoted saying, "Oh, is this a worry now for Manchester City? Is this going to be the decider between Liverpool and City with the race?" And it's too early, isn't it, to say who's going to win? But we've seen already that they've lost a game. They're 5 points behind Liverpool already, which is a massive chunk. It's the biggest lead in history in the first 5 games. You know what I mean? 5 points you have lost in the first 5 games. It's a big chunk for saying last season how many points you've got. And they've got, it's going to be harder games to play than Norwich. Norwich are fantastic. Not saying, you know what I mean? But they've got a lot harder teams. You know what I mean? To still play. So it's an interesting one. They still manage to get goals, Aguero and Rodri. But I think because of the City, the pressure they are under, it seemed a massive loss for them. You know what I mean? And I think it was. That was all Saturday games. Then we went on to the Sunday fixtures, which again brought us some great entertainment once again. We had Bournemouth for Everton, and I've got to be honest, I'm shocked again. I'm shocked again. What's your thoughts on the Bournemouth vs Everton game?
I'll probably more of a draw.
I agree with you.
Everton are amazing. I don't know.
I agree with you. I feel like with Bournemouth, I feel like the other strong team. I've said it before. They're a strong team. They produce well. They've got talented players. They can surround the ball. They can pass the ball well. I just feel like. Well, no, I mean, I can't say anything bad about that. I just feel like Everton should have produced a little bit more, I've been saying recently, we wouldn't say players get selling, they're going to produce, but they haven't, and I feel it's going to be hard for them this season. I feel like it's going to be a mid-table side, 10th, 11th. I don't think they're going to get into the Europa League place. I just don't think they've got the quality, what they've got. And Bournemouth, on the other hand, producing well, Callum Wilson with 2 goals, Fraser with an amazing free kick. I feel like they've got a lot of quality, and again, we've seen them, they're beating big teams, they gain goals, and they're going to do good, I've got a lot of teams at the minute, and it's hard to pick and choose who's going to get it, who's going to get that Europa League spot, because there's a lot of big teams out there who could get it, and it's going to be interesting what happens, you know what I mean? It's a really good game, but a brilliant game from both sides. Then we had Arsenal vs Watford. What's your thoughts on the 2-2 draw?
I thought Arsenal would have won quite a bit on that game. But...
You thought they would have won? Yeah, I think to be honest, I thought Arsenal. When I look at it, to start off with, Watford struggled. With Adini and stuff like that. I feel like Watford didn't play as good as I thought they was going to. I mean, they've been playing shocking all season. That's a bit of a lie there, but I thought Arsenal. Arsenal have been in a bit of a weird form at the minute. They've been kind of an amazing wins and then losing and then winning and then drawing. They've kind of been up and down at the minute with the season. So it was a bit of an interesting one. But you got that man about me again. We know he's a cracking player. We know he's a good player. We know he can score goals. And once again, getting 2 goals again, it just shows how good of a player he is. And even with the team not performing as well as he should be, still getting the goals for him. And Watford, did bounce back. There was 2-0 down, got the 2-2-all. I think that was good for them. I think it was a little bit different to see him actually getting goals back. We know they've been struggling, but they're not going to win yet. 5 games in, they're not going to win.
But signs, warning signs.
Yeah, it is. I feel like, for me, they're still favourites to go down for me. I think they're a struggling team. Newcastle kind of proved a lot more than them. But, I mean, they got to draw away, which is something, but they need to start winning. You need to try and get...
against a top team like Arsenal, it's quite good, though.
Yeah, I think drawing against the top team, like you said, Arsenal, it's something good to take away from it. And I'm not taking anything away from Watford. I just feel like they need to get a win soon because, they've already sacked the manager, so it's going to be hard for them, It must be hard in the club as well, not being able to get results. But, I mean, it was a good result against them. Just a little bit more. I just think they just need to find that a little bit more, compared to other teams, just finish teams off. Then we got Aston Villa vs West Ham. This was just a 0-0 draw. But for me, I've got to be honest, Aston Villa played better. I look at the game, Aston Villa played a lot better. And they were very unlucky not to get the 3 points, I think.
A lot of chances.
Do you know what I mean? They had a lot of chances, but yeah, like you said, they didn't finish enough. For me, West Ham didn't really do a lot. They had a couple of chances here and there. Got the red card. I think that kind of summed up their day. But I think they'll probably be the happier out of the 2 because they didn't play too well. Yeah. If they played better than them, I thought, okay, we played well, we probably deserved. But I feel like Aston Villa probably should have walked away with something. I feel like Aston Villa has been a bit of a struggle at the start of the season. They've only had 1 win. I feel like they probably think they should have deserved more. Yeah. From the first 5 of the games of the season. So. It's a bit of sweep, for them. They want to try and do a little bit better, try and get a little bit more. But unfortunately, they haven't. But it's a shame. You know, it's been amazing at week of football, hasn't it? You know, it really has. It's been dramas. It's just been awesome altogether. You know, it's been amazing source for the likes of Liverpool and other teams. And it's just going to bring us amazing throughout the season. You know, we can't wait for more games to come. You know, we've got Champions League starting up. I can't wait for that. We know champions of Europe are right here, so it's going to be awesome. Can't wait for it. We'll be on week 6 next week, guys, talking more about football, what's been going on, what's the results going to be in the table. But at the minute, it looks like a one-horse race with Liverpool at the top of the table, and it looks like at the bottom of the table, Watford still struggling. But the game results are going to be interesting. Thank you, Luke, for coming in as well, Stirpy. It's been awesome. Feel free to check in the comments as well. It's been awesome, and you guys have been amazing. If you're new to the channel, press the red button. It's got so many more videos. We've got so many more talking topics coming on this channel, guys. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. You guys have been amazing. I will see you in another video in a bit. Peace out.